Hey, it's Anthony Iannarino, and listen, I want to start by saying this is not political. I'm not a political person. I'm an economic person, and I watch politics, and I listen to CNBC, and I study only because I care about the economics and what happens in business, not because I have any political affiliation. So what I say has nothing to do with your politics, but I want to make a point. And this morning, I noticed that across Facebook, a story came by about the students at Notre Dame getting up and walking out on Mike Pence during his commencement address. And listen, I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not even an independent or a capital L libertarian. I'm a small L libertarian. So I've never had a candidate win any electoral race that I've ever even paid attention to, and I'm okay with that. But what I want to do is I want to make a point here about ideas that make you uncomfortable and voices that you don't like hearing. And I want to make this point because it's so important to your growth. First, let me say, as a student, as somebody who may disagree with what Pence has said in the past or what he stands for, you're absolutely 100% within your rights to walk out during a speaker who you disagree with. I have no problem with you exercising that right, except for one thing. The only thing that's going to allow you to grow is when you take on new beliefs and shed old beliefs. And the only thing that's going to allow you to grow is ideas that make you uncomfortable. And listening to other people and understanding their worldview and their point of view is so helpful. One of the most dangerous things that you can do is remain ignorant to what other people believe and why they believe it. And I want to make this point for young people especially. I know that you're passionate. I know that you believe you're right. But later on, you're going to find out that a lot of people that you disagree with have redeeming qualities or ideas that are worth capturing. And so even if you disagree with a political person, pick one. Make it Trump, make it Pence, make it Obama, make it Hillary, whichever one you disagree with, it doesn't matter. That person has some part of the truth that they're speaking to and that you're ignoring because it makes you feel uncomfortable or because you've decided you don't like what that person stands for. I know people who are so political that they won't even watch a movie because the actor or actress has a political leaning that goes against what they believe, whether it be conservative with somebody like Tim Allen or whether it be liberal with somebody like Leonardo DiCaprio. But you can't go through your life trying to avoid ideas that make you uncomfortable. Because how you grow is when you start to take on other ideas and start to understand other people's perspectives. And if you want to be successful in business, you're going to come across all kinds of people who have very different beliefs that you have, that have very different politics that you have, and you're going to work with them and you're going to collaborate and you're going to do some of the best work of your life with people who have ideas that you disagree with. If you want to be stagnant and if you want to stunt your own growth, avoid ideas that make you uncomfortable. Avoid people with whom you disagree. One of the things that I can tell you will help you educate yourself and grow faster than anything is whenever an idea strikes you as something that you disagree with, something that you don't like, or a person or a character that you don't like, look deeper. Look deeper. Be patient. Watch that person. Take in their message. Decide why it works for some people. Decide why they believe that. See if you believe if that belief is serving them or not, and test yourself against it. Because if you can't look back in your 30s and say, I shed these beliefs between my 20s and 30s, you're not growing. If in your 40s you can't look back at your 30s and say, I wish I would have shed these beliefs and started taking new actions sooner because I would be further down the line had I done that. And if you're in your 50s or 60s and you haven't decided to give up beliefs that you've held since you were a child, you're not growing. Growth comes from trying on new beliefs, taking in new information, and understanding the way other people operate in this world. It makes no sense to remain ignorant of that, and it makes no sense to avoid ideas that make you uncomfortable. In fact, what you should do is seek out ideas that make you uncomfortable, because that's where you're going to grow, and that's where you're going to find who you really are, even if you don't believe that right now. I'm Anthony Iannarino. Hit the subscribe button. I hope I made you uncomfortable. I hope you don't believe what I said, but you listened anyway. And I'll see you back here tomorrow because this is every day.